All right. Good evening. My name is Dark, and I'll be your caster for this evening. We have a Division C matchup between Ginormous Jaegers and Which Rhythm. We actually already had the teams go in the lobby, and we'll go ahead and go into draft. We're going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. Just a quick update. I did tell them I was ready, and then they went in it right away, so can't complain. But we'll look at it after the match. But just to update, meanwhile, we did have Tomb of the Spider Queen and Braxis Holdout being banned out by Ginormous Jaegers, and then Dragonshire and Volskaya Foundry being banned out by Which Rhythm. We do see a Thrall and a Brightwing banned out, followed up with a Sylvanas ban. Looking at both these teams. Did my infamous last second pickup of this match, so everything's a little bit all over the place. But late cast is better than no cast, correct?
For the Alliance above all.
And then a Stukov ban, followed up with a Anduin pick. Again, Anduin continuing the popularity contest. Yes, it is an Artanis map, but I don't think they have any Artanis players, Noku.
The Crusade calls.
And then we do see Johanna and Rhaegar being secured by Which Rhythm. And that did leave up Vala. I was going to say that. Obviously, this is a racing map, and Jaeger's picking up Vala and Ming. So, two very good racers, even though Johanna can maybe slow things down a bit. As we have our next round of bans with a new Barak being banned out. I imagine Jaegers will probably ban out some sort of racer. Hanzo, Greymane, Artanis. Probably won't get banned out, but actually, it's slightly different in Division C for popularity. Brightwing is the most picked and or banned, followed by Johanna. Brightwing's at 94% pick and or ban, followed by Johanna at 88% pick or ban. Then Anduin at 82, and then Vala at 79. We do have Leo and Greymane. And then Tank being picked up. Likely. I imagine that's not a smash.
My blades are yours.
And then a Sonya. One more pick for Which Rhythm, and we do get Elenara. And so with that, rounds out our picks for game number 1 on Battlefield of Eternity. Alright, predictions are up. Or yeah, I did put predictions up. Did I put predictions? I'll put it up now. I'll see you shortly in game number 1. I don't know if there's still issues with the servers, but it's taking a while to load up. But I guess I'll take that time to look over again the bans for those who are joining us a little bit later. We did have Tomb of the Spider Queen and Bractus Holdout being banned out by Ginormous Jaegers, and then Witch Rhythm banned out Dragonshire and Volskaya Foundry, then picking Battlefield of Eternity. Alright, everything loaded up. Ever since that Wednesday where there was issues,
You stand between Stormwind's king and his
introduce both teams. On the blue team, we have Jaegers, classified on the Anduin, 9.20 on the Varian, Ogle the Great
5, 4,
on Li Mi, and Nemesis on the Vala, Gambit on Sonya. On the side of Witch Rhythm, Blitz is on the Johanna, Matt on the Greymane, riding around on the train. Neddens on the Rhaegar, and King Dunce on the Lunara. And then we did have Real Rad Dad on the Leo. So obviously, race is the name of the game, and I would have to say that it slightly probably favors Jaegers. I mean, Greymane can actually put out quite a bit. You do have Leo, who can do a little bit as well. I mean, Rhaegar can also help with the race. Lunara's not too bad. Let's see if we see any, just straight up. We need to have both teams just agree to, like, say, hey, we're just gonna do a race off, and both get at the same time for science, so we can see who actually wins. I would still think the Vala, especially as the match goes on, just gets stronger, especially when they get Monster Hunter, obviously. Oh, we do see Witch Rhythm doing something cheeky, stealing the Bruiser camp. A little risky, but with a Greymane and a Rhaegar, they are going to make short work of that, and they get away with it. That's something when you don't see the opposing team for a while, right? You have to start asking questions of where they're at. And then we do see them also get top, so I do like this rotation and this plan. Rhaegar getting a little bit low, but able to Spirit Wolf away. Sonya really low. If you're Sonya, you probably just want to back out. But we do have Varian. It was a taunt Varian. Never smash Varian main tank. Feels bad. We do have the first Immortal spawning in 10 seconds. It looks like they were backing, but they opted to stay. And it looks like they're gonna try to defend. Just curious. I mean, I think they win this straight out race. You do see Bala going Q build, obviously. Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna do a gank push. Or, oops. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. The game lagged for me and my camera went off screen and I missed the first kill on that Lunara. We do see then 2 members from Jaegers starting that race. I mean, just Vala is a problem.
It is time for a change in strategy.
Halftime in favor of Ginormous Jaegers, and it looks like now Witch Rhythm's going to go into full defense mode. And I mean, with a lean Ming, you can tickle this Immortal down, and so they are going to have to commit to the race as well. Grameen and Lunara do get back to try to start the race. All right. Got a call in the middle of the stream they had to answer. Anyways, we do see the first Immortal goal to the side of Ginormous Jaegers. The taunt on the Lunara, but able to get away. With Varian getting low. I imagine they should get some value from this, but with the Grey Mane, shield's already down. We do have Ming go Triumvirate, so cooldown reduction. Joe getting low, but able to use Unstoppable. The taunt coming out on the Grey Mane. Also gets very low, but able to step away. And it looks like they're going to be able to secure that, but it looks like they're sticking it around. Ming continues with the siege. And very likely this is going to be going down. Not much they can do that, and we do have the fort secured. Even with that, we do have both teams relatively close in experience. That early camp take, and they did some structured damage up top, so... Although, structurally, Jaegers are favored right now. Which with them doing a good job of keeping up with the soak. We have Leo and Sonya just doing off-lane things. A thankless and boring job. But we do see the Witch Rhythm rotating up, looking to maybe gank that Sonya, but looks like Sonya was mindful about it. Able to step aside safely. Meanwhile, we did have the Leo take the top camp. We do see that the siege was taken early by, or the bruiser, I should say, was taken by Jaegers. We do have 10s online. We have Strafe, Leap, Warbringer, Light Bomb, and Disintegrate. Now, 10's also picked up by Witch Rhythm. We have Entomb, Thornwood Vine. Go for the throat. Blessed Shield, and Ancestral Healing. Now we get the race. But yeah, obviously, yeah, it's going to favor Jaegers quite a bit. We do have Leo going in. Gets taunted, but not much of a follow-up there. You have the Entomb on the Varian, but looks like the Anowin was caught out. Sonya uses the leap to engage, able to get a few members of Witch Rhythm, but without a healer, looks like Jaegers are gonna have to step back. Ooh, that orb almost hit. We do have Greymane get on there, but again, with the Ming, they're able to still do a bit of cease damage safely, and the Leo does get caught out by the Li Ming. Gets those resets. Now Rhaegar being taunted, but there was no damage to follow up. 25 health, 30 health, and yes, the Vala able to secure the kill on the Rhaegar. And a very close race nonetheless. We did have Greymane on the Immortal the whole time, so it is going to favor Witch Rhythm. So they'll get their first Immortal, but they won't have Rhaegar, so they're probably going to have to be careful. Looks like they're going to concede, not pushing with it. They didn't have that much of a shield anyway, so it wasn't going to last long against Zavala. But we do have the Sonya being rotated on and potentially caught out. I don't think, yeah, Sonya forced to use leap to get out. We do have members of Jaegers rotating up to help counter that siege. Pink's coming out. Looks like they're looking to set up a either entomb opportunity or something, but they back off. I do like that Witch Rhythm is rotating, trying to set up themselves up for different angles for engages. But with a Varian, you got to be careful, because practically everyone, even, you know, when you have a Vala and a Ming, isn't very safe. Maybe only the Leo. You'll see that top camp being taken by Leo. Well, members of Witch Rhythm begin the siege top, and see the response. Varian looking. Oh! That Rhaegar. It's kind of like that, in scary movies when you see the monster. You're like, no, don't check the door. But able to get away. And they help clear the bottom with Greymane. So as you can see, Jaegers know their comp. They just have to look for kills of the Varian. They do see Leo top, so they know they're split. We'd have Witch Rhythm back up a bit. Obviously that Lunara Wisp providing vital vision. We have the leap onto the back line. Greymane able to secure the kill on the Greymane, gets the reset and gets Vala as well, and very quickly. Witch Rhythm able to turn around and secure kills of their own, and right away take that bruiser camp. Li Ming trying to do some siege. Pinks for help come out. Lunara and Leo do get the Immortal to halftime, so I wish they probably should have focused that a little bit more, because they gave enough time now for all the members of to get back up. And it didn't call out. Looks like they're both teams are backing off, and Witch Rhythms begin doing their own bruiser camp. Sonya is trying to get a little bit of that soak top. Let's see, that Wisp should be giving them, yeah, giving them vision now. You gotta. That's Sonya. Say, I think I'm pretty sure they saw Sonya. Yeah. So now we get the good old who's going to blink first. They do have a camp pushing top, so likely someone's going to have to respond to that, and that might be the opportunity for Witch Rhythm. Ooh. That was a leap. Lunara, that potentially could have been a dead Ming. We did have Sonya back up to deal with that camp. And so now they do see their moment to strike. Light Bomb on the Variant engage, and then Greymane able to focus the Vala again. Goes in for the resets. Now Greymane in trouble with a leap to secure the kill. We do have the teams a little bit split right now with Lunara dancing around, but now the retreat has been called. The taunt on the Redguard, but able to get away with the Leo. Slowing down the team with the Sonya. Now the focus is on the Leo, but able to Wraith walk out. And the reset kill on the Lunara. Rhaegar running for their life. It looks... yeah, they're not going to chase the Rhaegar. Smart decision not to chase the dog. The objective is a little more important. And we are going to be getting the third Immortal being secured by Jaegers. We do see 6 scenes online for both teams. We do have Leo going on this Wraith, so that should help with that damage reduction. We do see a double pull by the Anduin, so that should help out, especially in the with the Entombs. The shield of the Immortal down already. And that is Blessed Shield being used to disengage. A taunt on the Greymane, the Light Bomb, but the Variant went down, I think, to tower damage, or fort damage. We have the Entomb with the Sonya leaping on top, and members of Witch Rhythm so low that Ming can taste the resets, but not able to secure the kill, but gets one on the Leo. But meanwhile, we do have Sonya and Anduin going down, and oh no, that full combo landing on the Greymane. Greymane also now chasing down, but Lunara able to use that Thornwood Vine to secure the kill on the Ming. Oh, as a Ming, that's the dream situation you always think about or wish for. Having 4 or 5 members of the opposing team oh so low, but not able to secure the kills and get those resets. Leo, I will have to say this is Leo getting trait value, right? Well, actually not trait value, because they didn't get the cooldown reduction. So sort of like trait value. With the invade, that the Entomb comes out, but there wasn't very much as far as follow-up. They were able to secure the Bruiser camp, but I guess Entomb is short enough of a cooldown and it doesn't really matter, but I guess they were able to do that. So even though structurally they're ahead, we do see that they're about a level ahead, so something we will have to keep an eye out is that there will be a time where Witch Rhythm is going to be level 20. And so it'll be difficult for them to do anything. I think they recognize they're probably spit. Looks like they're going to set up a gank on the bush, being able to scope out potentially. We do have Sonya. Spider senses tingling. Danger. Oh, the Entomb misses the Sonya. Yeah, if you're Jaegers, you want to do something before 20. Once it's 20, you have Entomb being down, so this is your time to kind of strike. Li Ming and Sonya. Okay, this is not good. You see 3 members, or you see 2 members split. We have the engage. Light Bomb comes out on the Anduin, but does go down, and now Varian caught out. Me and Vala. Yeah, that's where you gotta make that decision. If your team has to respond and clear that camp, you gotta just back off. A good part on Witch Rhythm recognizing that 2 members were top and they were going to be split and went for it. You can say they went for the throat. Ha ha ha. Level 20s online. We do have Buried Alive, Intensifying Toxin, Hunter's Blunderbuss, Radiating Faith, and Pit Fighter. We do see Ming trying to poke away, but likely just gonna have to step out. You do have to be careful because they do have Silence and Tomb, so if you are caught out, you won't be able to get out with a leap or a teleport. And so the 4th Immortal, very healthy shield of 100%. So this is probably gonna go all the way, and likely at 20 minutes gonna take that keep. We do see Varian using the banner for vision.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
So here's a tough decision. If you're Sonya, you maybe could have tried to soak a little bit more for level 20, but it looks like they're not going to be able to get it. At this point, you just want to be like, you know, any kills can potentially lead for them to be on core, and obviously you want to be mindful of the Entomb gauge. You do not want to group up. If you're Anduin, you want to be able to pull people. The shield. Oh, we do have the stun set up, followed up by the Buried Alive, and very good coordination on the part of Witch Rhythm. And like I said, now with that very healthy Immortal, looks like Li Ming and Sonya have very little they will be able to do to defend this. And so with that, it looks like game number 1 will be secured by Witch Rhythm. GG's. So we do have game number 1 going to the side of Witch Rhythm. I must say Witch Rhythm. Witch Rhythm. And although Jaegers were able to secure a few of the Immortals, they weren't able to do too much with it, and at the end, the last one mattered the most. We'll take a look at the stats for the match. Val and Li Ming able to output quite a bit of damage. But across the board, we did have Johanna being in the top 5. Healing, Rhaegar did quite a bit. Got a lot of value. Let's look at some of the talents. So we did see the full Q build. And so we did see Warbringer, so I think maybe into a Greymane. I guess with a little Nara kind of shield wall wouldn't have mattered as much. Everything else pretty much standard. Except we didn't see a leap. You typically don't see Thornwood Vine, but I guess worked out in that situation. And that go for the throw definitely got quite a bit of value with those resets. Alright, with that, let's move over to our map. Select as we wait for the teams. Again, recap. We did have... Look at the settings. Tomb of the Spider Queen. And Braxis Holda being banned out by Ginormous Jaegers. Followed with a ban of Dragonshire and Volskaya. And map was picked by Witch Rhythm, so Battlefield of Eternity. So very much likely they had in mind they were going to be using a Grey Mane. Alright, so let's see where we go. I should have a list of... No. Oh yeah, I need to do the predictions. Choose outcome. Which rhythm? Alright. While teams are waiting, we'll take a short little break. I'll be right back. Alright, looks like lobby is up. And we're going to Infernal Shrines. That was picked by Witch Rhythm. All right, in the lobby, looks like the teams are joining up, so we get started shortly. So again, to kind of recap that last match, very much it looked like the race for Jaegers was very good, able to secure a couple of the objectives, but ultimately it came down to that key moment towards the end of the match where we had Li Ming and the Sonya split off to try and clear that camp, and then 3 members of Jaegers were caught out, able to get, I believe, 3 kills actually from that particular engage. That pretty much secured that objective, or last objective, with a full shield it was. So it went all the way through the bottom fort and keep. We did have a very good Blessed Shield by the Johanna that set up the Entomb. And 2 members, I believe, real quickly got caught out, and I asked them, isn't that the Ginormous Jaegers pick? Are you talking about the map? I asked them, and they said that Witch Rhythm picked Infernal Shrines. What's with all this? There you go. All right. Readies have been given. We're going to go into draft now for game number 2.
Infernal.
Oh, I just realized that. The names are being covered for some reason. Did I delete them? Oh, that. But this new kind of visual. I think I covered another part of it. There you go. Now it's showing the names correctly. Figuring out your UI in the middle of a cast. I'm infamous for that. Alright, so first band, we do have the Rhaegar. Rhaegar, I mean, makes sense. Very strong. Very good output and healing, and those ancestral heals were vital for enabling that Greymane to go in and not be scared, right? We do have the Sukov band. And Brightwing. I believe Brightwing was also banned. No, it was banned at last time by which rhythm? Do you see Johanna being banned out? Think of the healers. Let's see in Division C. We do see Anduin right away being locked up. Yeah, Brightwing, Anduin, Stukov, very much in the top 6 of either most popular, banned out, or picked. We do see Falstad and Blaze being picked up. Looks like in Division C, you don't see Blaze as much, with only 44% popularity, either ban or pick.
I bring the mega death.
I know that a few seasons ago, Blaze was very much 1 and 2 with Hogger. After the nerfs to Hogger, I think Hogger fell a little bit in priority. I guess Dahaka is still the most popular offlane, either ban or pick. We do see ETC and Sonya being picked. With that, we're not gonna see Crater with Noodles, with Dragon Noodles, Hanzo being banned out. And that Goldan. Yeah, definitely looks like a scouting or target ban. Still need a tank and a healer, so I imagine which rhythm will try to pick this up now. Or is that a main tank Blaze? And we get a Lucio Arthas. I do like that combo. One of the issues with Arthas is being kind of slow, right? Well, a Lucio can definitely help with that. So a pretty beefy lineup. You have Bunker. You have Gust. And I imagine this is going to be Syndragosa. And we have a Jaina and a Zera Tool, right? Zero Tool. So potential for a very nice combo. Light Bomb, Leap, right? With a Donut of Frost below it. And we do see a Phoenix. Interesting. You don't see too many Phoenixes. I definitely think this is probably one of Phoenix's better maps. Very good on the objective. So with that, I do like both lineups. I do like the potential of Jaegers Wombo combo. But obviously, Witch Rhythm do have a few outs with the Falstad, the Lucio, and Bunker, so it'll be a very interesting matchup with here on Inferno Shines. I'll see you in a little bit.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right, welcome back. As we start game number 2 in this Division C matchup between Ginormous
The battle
Jaegers.
begins in 10 seconds.
Oh, there you go. I think I messed up
5,
again. UI.
3, 2, 1. To arms.
We have 9.20 on the ETC, Nemesis on the Jaina, Gambit on the Sonya, Classified on the Anduin, and Ogle the Great on the Zero Tool. On the side of which Rhythm, we have Blitz on the Blaze, Real Rad Dad on the Arthas, Matt on the Falstad, and King Dunce on the Phoenix. And right away, really good engage by that Blaze, and able to secure the kill. And two of them on the Jaina and Anduin. Did have Sonya starting the soak. Something that Jaegers are going to have to be mindful of is that they have a Lucio, so they can rotate rather quickly. And it looks like that is going to be a main tank Blaze. You don't see that too often. And so this is what's going to be vital, right? The idea is that with 8 Arthas in a Blaze, you really have to land your skill shots to stop a Zeratul, because otherwise Zeratul's going to get free game. We do have Blaze anchoring that bush. I think it was recognized. We have ETC come down to scare off the... They're clearing this rather slowly. ETC's sliding in, trying to create that space. And obviously with the Sonya, it does go block, which is good, but imagine with an Arthas, you're gonna take the E build, the spin to win. You can make the case for Wrath. Negates the root and the slow from both Blaze and Arthas, so Wrath, you can make the case for it. We do see the engage down, Blaze going down. We did have the full team rotate. Although, well, and that's going to be the problem, is that Arthas is not the best when it comes to clearing. And the engage on the Lucio does go down. Who says that Zeratul is only a minion up until level 16? I do. Little goal showing that Zeratul has a little bit of power pre-16. We do have both teams down here still, with the Falstad making use of that global. Sonya hanging out at top by themselves, trying to stay safe. We have Zeratul trying to pick off the Falstad, and Falstad able to E out, but oh, going to be able to gets away with 100 health. It's 70 health, but that Zeratul, that was level 16. That's a dead Falstad. We do see the objective started. Again, Phoenix making good use. Bassa does fly in. We do have Zeratul going around trying to pick up. Oh, and the ETC. Oh, okay, very good slide. I was to say the ETC in a bad spot, but able to slide out into safety. We do see Sonya going the E build, but gets picked off. And it looks with that they're going to concede the objective. Zeratul right away goes back to being a glorified lane minion. A couple members of Witch Rhythm do move out as well to help with the soak. And they are going to pause with 39 so they can set up their bruiser camp to help push with that top objective. We have Zeratul not the easiest target to kill. Zeratul can maybe chunk Arthas a little bit, but still. Well, with the Arthas bot, I'm surprised they didn't make the call to go try to invade. They do finish off that last Shrine Monkey. This is a Frozen Punisher, so obviously it's going to turn off the fort. I mean, it's still relatively early. Punisher. It looks like with that Jaina, they're going to be able to get it down to about 50%. Oh no, not about a quarter left. We do see Witch Rhythm trying to set up for a gank here with a Blaze Engage on the Anduin, and I do like the strategy. Witch Rhythm has been very consistent with setting up these bush ganks, and if you're Jaegers, you gotta start checking those bushes and assume there's danger in each one of them. We do have the camping cleared by Arthas. Zeratul trying to be sneaky. Phoenix and the Lucio doing their siege camp. It looks like they're trying to... We have level 10s. I didn't call them out. And we do have... Oh no! The Void Prison goes out. And then we did have the Donut of Frost, but... And the Gust. And Light Bomb does come out. So they have all these great tools, but... Doesn't look like they were coordinated, and Sindragosa does go out, so turning off the towers and the fort. And with that, Zeratul going to have to be forced to go out. So we did have Void Prison, Leap, Ring of Frost, Mosh Pit, and Live Bomb. Bunker, Planet Cracker, Sindragosa, Gust, and High Five. It looked like that Falstad got caught initially. Did the High Five go out? Because it looks like they were caught and then they weren't. I don't know if that was a visual glitch or something, because I thought I saw the Falstad dancing. Which were them now trying to secure that top fort, and Sonya playing it safe, getting away. So level 13, about a level ahead. I mean, not necessarily the fight you want to take. We have Void now. And oh, that timing seems to be off. Gus does go out. Oh, the bunker saves the Falstad. It seems like the timing is a little bit off on the side of Jaegers. I mean, they have plenty of tools. Not the best fight. They were down a talent, but I guess it was worth a shot. That's why I call Ring of Frost Donut of Frost, to always remind people that the center is a dead space. It looks like the placement is a little bit off of that Ring of Frost both times. I don't think it has hit anybody yet. We do now have the next Punisher being secured by Witch Rhythm. Sonya trying to help the team catch up in XP a little bit. Did have Okay. Oh, we do have Syndragosa, though. You don't need a Frozen Punisher when you have Syndragosa. Oh. Very nice gust. Anduin goes down. ETC uses Mosh to try to create space. And then now we have the Ring of Frost being used. But with 3 members and a half healthy Punisher, looks like the core call has been made by Witch Rhythm. Zeratul able to delay with that Void Prison, but it might be a little too late. Although they do have to be careful. Blades will be going down, but the damage a little too much. And game number 2 in domination goes to which of them? So a relatively short match. See if I can get a member of interview. Head over to a lobby. So able to go. I did like the strategy of using Syndragosa, and they got quite a bit of value. Let's see if we can hop into a lobby NGS. Looking at the output, did have Falstad and Blaze do quite a bit. A 3-11 advantage for which Rhythm. Here are the talents. So I do like the what initially they had. They had some very good tools with Voided Prison, Leap, Mosh, Light Bomb. It just looks like they had some timing issues. They weren't able to really use it either correctly. I think maybe potentially using the Light Bomb with the Zeratul to set up the Mosh or the Ring would have been better, because I think there was a few overlapped abilities with the Void. I think a couple times they tried to use it, it didn't quite land. Good job on the part of which Rhythm, able to end the match a little bit earlier. Oh, we can't get into lobby. Ha! There you go. I just switched. Hello?
Hello.
Yo.
How you doing?
Good, and congrats on your domination. How are you guys feeling?
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
First one of the season.
Yeah, that was a good showing your part. And so this will bring you up. I think right now you're like in the middle of the division, right? Am I correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, some like lower mid.
All right, so those 4 points definitely are useful to bring you back up, probably closer to the top now. Looks like it. And so, yeah, maybe let me double check. I don't want to give you misinformation.
Honestly, we don't.
We did
we don't
get
pay
a
lot of attention.
Yeah,
we did get the forfeit. We did get that forfeit once. That does actually give us points as well.
Yeah. So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so you actually, this would put you up into above denied Defend Haka as of right now. And so that would get you up to 9 points. So that puts you in 6th place, actually, as of right now. So
we're moving.
But anyways, let's go to the game number 1. You selected both maps, so very much you had already a thought, right, of what you're going to be doing. So very interesting that you didn't ban out the Vala, something that you very much see happen. So what were your thoughts initially with the approach towards that draft? Because usually many teams prioritize banning those race heroes. And so you pretty much let it go through. What were your thoughts on kind of what you were trying to either let them have or deny in that particular draft?
So I think first off, we like never pick maps. If we are always first pick, we let the other teams pick maps. So we have no strategy.
So strategy, no.
Yeah.
Kind
we
of.
don't really have any plan going into it. We're just like, well, we like this map and we have map picks, so we'll take it. And then as far as giving them Vala, like I first picked Joanna, so I wasn't really worried about Vala. I know they're Q build for BOE, but we figured we're probably not going to win the race early, but we'll win it. If we can win the fights in and around those objectives and kind of get into a snowball, which ended up happening, we'll be all right,
Yep.
They can't, if we don't let them to the objective to burn it late when it matters, that objective damage is irrelevant.
Yeah, and you were able to very much mitigate most of the advantage they had early. They were able to secure a couple of the objectives, but I guess the only one that matters is the last. Maybe moving on towards kind of, I think what was a key portion of that match is you saw, right, there was a camp you had top, and then you saw a couple members of Jaegers move over to do that. So what was the communications like during that time as far as trying to move forward with an engage and such?
I'm not exactly sure at which point you're talking about, but normally
right before the last objective, they were.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So we essentially just call, like, if we see any more than one person up there, really just one. I mean, because we were as 5, like we weren't going to split up anymore. We had taken care of the lanes, and so our whole thought was we just want to take a fight at advantage, numbers wise. So as soon as we saw Sonya up there, it was like, we're going in. And then we saw Ming up there too. And it was like, we're going all in, like full blow everything. There's no way they're going to get there in time to turn the fight. So
right. And were you surprised that they were there, first of all, too?
Oh, I mean, we were screaming. Like when we saw Ming, we were like, go right now, like fight, throw your cooldowns, like throw everything.
Yeah.
Because it's such a far distance to travel. And she doesn't have great wave clear. So, I don't know what that's about anyway.
Yeah. And so you were able to take advantage of that particular kind of situation. So good on your part being able to recognize that and make a play off that. And so able to secure. I mean, they had the fort and the keep, but it was a 20-minute immortal at that point with full shield. So very much, you had a very good engage off the Sonya into the Entomb. And so I did want to say good job on that. It looked like very much able to execute that and then be able to secure kills. And then you're able to get game number 1. And so then moving
on that keep, the big like shield into with the Anduin in it, I felt like was just kind of like, all right, that's it.
Yeah, I was mentioning that you want to avoid grouping up, and then I think it's hard to not stop grouping up right when you stun them.
Yeah. Right.
I don't normally take. I mean, I think Indestructible 20 for Joanna is just too good for the situations you to get picked late, but I went the ult upgrade and I'm pretty sure every one of them with that shield. So
yeah, I think you hit like 4 of them for sure.
Yeah, easy Entomb upgrade, and then it's just kind of snowball from there.
Yeah, the upgrade for shield is underrated. I think it is.
It's so good.
Yeah, and
especially they had just based on how I had seen them playing throughout the game. When they were poking us and kind of defensively staying back behind Varian, they were very grouped.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things where, if we catch them out too far, we have so much dive, like we're going to get into them and cover the distance very quickly.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on to game number 2. You say you normally don't pick, correct? So what?
No, like never.
Okay, so did you already have a plan then moving with picking Infernal Shrines?
So I went to my team with map pick. I was like, what are we picking? And I said pretty much every map but Infernal because I forgot about it. And then they were like, what about Infernal? And I was like, let's do it. There's really no rhyme or reason to it at all.
Yeah.
We
objective maps we like Sylvanas, we like Arthas.
Yeah,
it's just kind of things we go for.
I think Infernal's still probably the most popular the most popular map in general. I think it's kind of like the default map that everybody uses. So there's a
standard map.
Yeah, it's a standard map that everybody plays.
It's also a map like we play. I mean, most people do. You play better when you're ahead, and it's a map that if you can get ahead and like hold those objectives and hold the last, objective minion and push advantage elsewhere, and really like just you can control every aspect of the map really with that one.
Yeah,
I think the Punisher allows a lot of like fun mechanics as well, just
Definitely.
gameplay wise. As like a more aggressive player myself.
yeah.
And we love a macro map. We love team fighting though, and anything that will pull the team all to one spot on the map and make us all fight is just fun. So
that's why you play the game,
there's no
right?
strategy really. It's just like a fun map that we like to play that kind of plays to our strengths, and we've lost on it a million times, but it worked out tonight, so we're stoked.
Yeah, and it was very interesting to see that you went with a main tank Blaze. You don't see that too often. I did see the Arthas, and I initially thought, well, maybe the Arthas is the main tank and the Blaze is the offlaner.
We have interchanged them before. I think Blaze is like the best offlaner in the game, honestly, like one of the best. But I think in the right hands as a main tank, it's just hard to deal. It's hard to deal with, man. And the bunker was a big thing. Like the bunker saved our team more than a couple times. So
I think he's like a forgotten about main tank.
I think so too.
He's not even that he's like niche. I think he's completely capable, and people just don't. Pick him like that.
He's
crazy.
He's Blaze. Blaze has like the third most health of all like the heroes behind.
Oh, does he really?
Behind Stitches, behind Stitches and behind Cho'Gall. And if you go like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you go if you go like full defensive build, like his the effect of a health pool of Blaze with like the shield at 1, the trait armor, and then with the 16 shield spell shield, you can get like upwards of like I think it's like 10,000 health or something like that with everything.
I didn't know.
It's Blaze is surprisingly this season. I was looking at Division C stats. It hasn't picked as much in other divisions. You see him more prio on Blaze. I'm surprised it's not picked as much.
He was like a first in Div D last season. He was either banned or first picked. Every because we would always flex him too. He could tank or off lane, so it wasn't always an option. And like that game, I went because we had the double tank, so we weren't really worried about beef at all. So I was able to go more of the like debuff build. The slows, attack speed slow, like spell power reduction, all that, and it just makes. And he hits everybody with everything most of the time, so it's just like your whole team is just becoming worse when he's in front of you.
But once you saw their team, what were you thinking about that? Because they had potentially a very scary set of combo potential.
We went into it with respect, like that the light bomb, void prison, however they choose to do it,
right,
is super scary. Especially like we had a couple squishes, so
their hero pools are pretty similar to a lot of ours as well, it would seem. So we're familiar with what that can do. Yeah. So a lot of respect on it for sure.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to do too. So I like respect it. That's a high execution thing to try to attempt. And they almost got, we barely saved Falstad.
Yeah, there was one engage where the bunker came out, and kudos to your team for actually
best bunker of my life, honestly. I'm just gonna say it.
Kudos to your teammates actually clicking bunker. I play Blaze a lot, and it's always like, well, bunker's there, but you gotta click it.
I have to scream bunker, 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 and just drown all our comms out to make sure people know that it's there and they can get inside with me.
So good job on your teams to actually click the bunker, because it helps. But anyways, what were you thinking with the Zeratul? Were you expecting that, or how were you thinking about dealing with that? Because technically speaking, your team didn't really have a lot of great tools to deal with a Zeratul.
Yeah,
that's
we didn't. We don't do like a lot of homework, I guess, so to speak. But like the main character, just like sifting through, their hero's profile page, we just saw Zeratul at the top. So it was like we kind of assumed at some point they were probably going to play it, and we were planning on going Kel'Thuzad. And then as soon as we saw Zeratul, we were like, well, that's not happening because he will just one shot. AT. So we definitely had to adapt to the pick.
I think the plans were squishies stick around the Arthas when the Arthas is around.
Yeah. And we took some good poke, like some stuff that we can kind of, we can sit back and like one person out of position, then we, take advantage of that attack.
Yeah. But also the key thing is if you win, right, in 11 minutes before Zeratul really comes online, you don't really have to worry about the Zeratul, correct?
Very true.
Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of the Arthas strat, like big objective and then throw the Sendy down and just. We're not trying to play a long game when we play a comp like that. We're trying to just like run it down, get it over with. We're not worried about the scale, and we took a team that's just good early. Too. Like Blaze is doing Blaze things at 1.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
great. And then, very much were able to kind of carry out your kind of objective. I did like the first objective. You 39'd it for a while, trying to get that camp and such. And something you don't see too often. And
one thing we could have done actually better is because we were so close to 10 by the time we got it, we could have waited till 10 and then got Sendy and then ran it down.
And probably
we noticed kind of after we did it, but it was like, this kind of would have been actually.
As far as the min-maxing, there was definitely an improvement in strat we could do, but it worked out.
All right. Well, with that, that's all the questions I had. Leave the floor open for you if you have any shout outs or anything.
So, shout out to the squad, best healer NA, best range NA. Shout out to our div mod Hoku for dealing with a bunch of shit all the time and helping us out a ton. Shout out to you for streaming. Shout out to the other team. Those were fun games. Hope they have a good season. That's pretty much it for me, man. Shout out to my homie right here, best offlaner NA.
Great. Well, now you hear that, rest of Division C? You hear that? It's been thrown down. No, anyways, but
we're down. Also, scrim us, please. We need practice.
There you go.
Like Div C, please.
That's my shout out. Please scrim us.
Great. Anyways, I'll let you enjoy the win with the rest of your teammates, and congrats, and maybe look forward to casting some of your other matches in the future.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Take it easy.
All right. Have a good one.
See you.
And so with that concludes our cast for this evening. We do have another match going on. It looks like it's still going with Tokebi. So I'm going to raid that channel over for those who want to stick around for more NGS action. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining me this evening. My name is Dark Knight. I'll see you next time in the Nexus. Have a good one.